Mus'ab Ibn Umayr lives life of affluence and luxury. Who is Mus'ab Ibn Umayr? Mus'ab was born and grew up in the lap of affluence and luxury. His rich parents lavished a great deal of care and attention on him. He wore the most expensive clothes and the most stylish shoes of his time. Yemeni shoes were then considered to be very elegant, and it was his privilege to have the very best of these. One day, Mus'ab learned that Muhammad ﷺ and those who believed in his message were gathering in a house near the hill of As-Safa to evade Quraysh harassment. This was the house of Al-Arqam. So to satisfy his curiosity, Mus'ab proceeded to the house undeterred by the knowledge of Quraysh hostility. There he met the Prophet teaching his small band of companions, reciting the verses of the Quran to them and performing salah with them in submission to God, the Great, the Most High. The Prophet welcomed him, and with his noble hand tenderly touched Mus'ab's heart as it throbbed with excitement. A deep feeling of tranquility came over him. Several years later, Mus'ab came upon a gathering of Muslims sitting around the Prophet. May God bless him and grant him peace. They bowed their heads and lowered their gaze when they saw Mus'ab, and some were even moved to tears. This was because his jilbab, his outer garment, was old and in tatters, and they were immediately taken back to the days before his acceptance of Islam, when he was a model of elegance. The Prophet looked at Mus'ab and smiled gracefully and said, I have seen this Mus'ab with his parents in Mecca. They lavished care and attention on him and gave him all comforts. There was no Quraysh youth like him. Then he left all that, seeking the pleasure of God and devoting himself to the service of his Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Join us again for tomorrow's Ramadan moments as we learned about Fatima bint Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Assalamu alaikum.